Ooh. Alright. Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're looking at more video game music, of course. And today we are looking at another song from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which we have done one before, and we had some requests to do some more. So we're going to be doing this one today, which is called A Stranger I Remain. I've not heard this before, so this will be a blind reaction. So what we'll do is we'll listen to it all the way through without stopping, and then I'll write some notes during it, and then afterwards we'll go over it again, and we'll stop and start, and we'll analyse some parts of it. But before we get into that reaction, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well, as it really helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate it. Also leave a comment as well, because it also helps me out, but also put in your suggestions and recommendations for songs that we can look at and react to in the future. I'll make sure I add those to the playlist, and we'll get to your suggestions as soon as possible. But today we're going to be looking at A Stranger I Remain from Metal Gear Rising. So let me just full screen this. So I'm not sure, I mean, these fighting kind of games, would you even call this a fighting game, really? Like an action game, I suppose. Lots of usually metal and stuff like that, and quite heavy and hard lyrics, gritty, usually a lot of you know, high, fast music. So let's see what we get here. So let's react to A Stranger I Remain from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance in 3, 2, 1. All right. It's really nice. Okay. Ooh. All right. I like this. This is cool. Alright. Cool. So let's stop that there, and we'll take it back to the start, because we're going to go over it again in a second. Cool. Like, very, very cool. A bit of a shorter track, but I assume... I'm pretty sure when I did the last track that I did, some of the comments said these are usually like boss themes. So obviously that song will then just kind of fade in and repeat itself as you're doing the fight, depending on how long it takes you. I assume anyway, I don't know. But that was really, really nice. A proper meld of some heavy metal style of music with some EDM style of music, kind of a bit of a throwback to the like dubsteppy type of music, which I'm not sure when this game came out. I think it was probably after that era of electric dance music. But I like that mix. It's high, as I said, high energy, hard hitting, very like wide breadth of music, of layering, and it's very impactful and quite dense musically. Is very epic in its scale and in how it's composed. So let's go over that now, and let's talk about it. So let's start and stop and react to this again, and we'll do some analysis. So before we get into the main riff, which I actually really, really like, there's musically, there's so many, you know, artistic hints that we get as to what the theme and what the universe is being presented here. Now, I've not played this game before. I know of it, and I've probably seen a clip here or there. But you know, the robotic noises we're getting, I like as well how at the start it kind of faded in with that kind of just one note, and then it kind of went into the more robotic sounds, the sci-fi sounds as well. Brings us into the world, brings us into the universe that we know this is set in, you know, in a sci-fi universe with, well, cyber people, as we can see from the image in front of us. So it's already presenting the themes, you know, 10 seconds in, and the themes musically are being represented already. And that's a really nice riff. The scale it's using is very much a sound that we get and hear a lot in heavy metal music, like within that scale, and obviously to have that played and also impacted with the synth and the you know the EDM style music on top of that is to punctuate that riff is it's got quite a nice meld of styles, which I really like. So again, in terms of a mix of styles, so if you listen to the drum beat, this is classic drum and bass, like classic drum beat that you know you would have heard very similar beats in many top massive songs before, and then all kind of the fluctuating underneath it of certain the synth effects as well, kind of punctuate that kind of EDM influence. Whilst also you've got like a guitar underneath for doing a palm muted chord, very much a heavy metal hard rock style as well, and you've got a very kind of raspy raw vocal as well, which is again hard rock. It's chest voice, it's full voiced, it's aggressive, and it's kind of biting, and it's you know sharp in its delivery, which again is all very hard, high impactful musical techniques. It's all becoming clear to me that violent winds are upon us, and I can't sleep. Internal temperatures rising, and all the voices won't recede. I finally found what I was looking for, a place where I can be without remorse, because I am a stranger who is bound in even stranger war. I finally found what I was looking for. Alright, so let's talk about the chorus. I really like the chorus. It's really catchy and kind of, you know, when we've had that really hard, like staccato type of playing, to have that openness with the held notes, and to kind of bring us out and give us a bit of air as well is really nice. Also, it's really catchy as well. It really reminds me of kind of some hard rock music, alternate music from the 2010s era. And I really like the descending as well. So obviously the held note that gives us a bit of a breath. And then that little descend bit it does at the end of the chorus as well, which is really nice. Yeah, it kind of feels like that more. Yeah, that definitely it's a definitely like punk, emo punk era of style chorus, which I think suits it really well. And who doesn't like that type of chorus anyway? And there is just a huge amount going on. The break between the chorus that we've had and now going into the verse again. A huge amount. Again, it sounds mildly dubsteppy, but it's not. and obviously with the kind of the angelic kind of vocal that's on top of it, which has been spoken, but it's kind of got this effect on it and a lot of reverb on it. So it's kind of difficult to. It's not meant to cut through and be the lead of that section of the song. It's just meant to be a part of the consciousness of the music. Very, very nice. Again, just like, I mean, I guess you got to imagine that you're in a boss fight and it's a high-paced game. As we know, this game is a high-paced game, much in the style of Devil May Cry, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So this is the kind of like constant, like you're in a massive, you know, high-paced. The music has to match with the pace of the game. Okay, so let's stop that there. So again, I kind of like that little riff at the end, that little riff, the motif at the end, and then and it kind of descends down. It's very, very nice. And again, kind of ends with a kind of a flurry of the sounds and the you know, the sounds within the layers that we've heard already, to kind of, you know, add a period to the end of the game, I suppose. End of the song, I suppose. But you can also hear the fade out as well, which is obviously, I think, from what I can tell, is designed to then once again fade back into the start of the song if you need it to carry on again, if you're still in the boss fight, which I assume is. But that was really cool. A lot going on there. A very, very well composed and just really. I mean, I really enjoy like the kind of the melding of these styles, and I think for this kind of theme, particularly with a futuristic sci-fi cyberpunk kind of style theme of game, I think it really, really works. I think it really works to have that harshness of the you know, the heavy metal and the hard rock music mixed with the futuristic sounds of you know, EDM, dubstep, things like that. I think it works really, really nicely for this, and I think it's very, very well done. But let me know what you thought of this song in the comment section below. Also, let me know what you want to do next. Put that your suggestions in the comment section below. Do you want anything else from this game? Do you want it from another Metal Gear game? Do you want it from any other game? Anime? Doesn't matter what it is. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll make sure we get to doing those. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.